We're back again. Back with another reaction video. Why women love bums. Now this video is like 10 minutes long. I'm just going to spoil it and tell you it's because they want a man that they can fix. The problem is they never end up fixing these men. They end up just leaving them. So what was the fucking point? A lot of people in this world, they have no purpose. So what they do is they want to help other people instead of fixing them fucking self. Now, I'm also I'm in the process of coming up with another theory. And that theory is, obviously, women want a man they can fix. But I think it may be evolving. I need to do some more research. I need to collect some more evidence. But I think women want a man that they can provide for. I think women, they want a bum-ass man, not just to fix him. I think they want a man to provide for. I saw this video, this stupid little TikTok video. And this black girl was doing a 9-to-5 desk job. And she was just typing away. The camera was quite low down, pointing up at her. And she was typing away. And there was a caption saying, "Here's me busting my ass doing 12-hour shifts to support my broke boyfriend and his rap career." And I was just thinking, maybe that is what it is, you know. Maybe it's not women want a man they can fix. They want a man that they can provide for. Big up Marquette, the saint and the sinner. He said something along the lines of, women want to serve a man. Women want a man that they can serve. They want to go out and work, earn money, and bring it back to the man to serve him. Like, here, master, here's some grapes that I got for you. I went out and I foraged and got some grapes. Maybe, you never know. There's a part of modern day history, like, you know, the history of man that they haven't let people know, that maybe it was the women that went out to maybe not necessarily hunt and gather and that, but you never know. But anyway, let's just continue with this video.
Part of women's nature is to be nurturing, is to be conciliatory, right? However, I think, especially, I want to hone this into our community. I think part of the reason why the story that you're telling about fixing the wrong man, I think why it's so prevalent is because I don't know if the majority of our women know how to handle a good man. I think that, unfortunately,
I think it's easy for men to say, women don't know how to handle a good man and women are intimidated by good men. I just feel like, I think they're turned off by men that are complete. I don't think they're intimidated by that. I think that's a good, conclusion to come to. I think it's obviously a viable conclusion. I think it makes sense, But I don't think that's what it is. I think women are just turned off by it. I just don't think they're attracted to men who are made. I think it's like this. I think 90%, maybe 85% of women are attracted to men that they can fix, that they can serve. And I think the women that are attracted to men that are self-made, already established, I think they're women who, they're like princesses. And literally, me and Nadia sat down and spoke about this. And I said, Nadia, look at all the women that you know. The women who you consider to be princesses, what type of men are they with? And she said, you know what? The women that I consider to be princesses, a lot of them, they're with men that are established. And the women who are not princesses, the women that came from, let's say, working class backgrounds and that, who are they with? They're with men that they have to provide for. They have to serve, so to speak. They're the ones with the house. When I say house, I don't mean mortgage. I just mean they have a fixed abode. They have accommodation, whether it's through the council or their own property. So that's what I think it is.
Too many women only feel useful when they are helping fix a broken man.
That is true.
Because the things that you can do for him are obvious. He need to drive my car. He need to hold a couple dollars. He needs somewhere to stay. Those things are obvious. But a man who's actually building something, a man who's in school to be a software engineer, a man who's got his own car, got his own apartment, I think part of the hit that our community's self-esteem took is subconsciously some of our men and women do not feel deserving of nice things. So we will sabotage it and use words like...
Yeah, that is real. There are people who do feel like they're not deserving of nice things. Prime example, you lot have heard about that friend that I had before who, she used to work at my old workplace. And when I bought my first property, she came down from Enfield or wherever she was living. She drove all the way up to Northampton. These times I'd been fired from my first workplace, but I was still in contact with her. She came up to my house to see my house for the first time. And she said, yeah, I'm still at the same workplace, but I was actually given a job opportunity. Let's say at the time they were paying her 35, they were paying her double for this job opportunity, 70 grand. But she said she turned it down. I said, why? She said, because God said it wasn't the right time. No. You felt like you wasn't worthy of earning 70 grand a year because you're used to earning 35. Exact same job role, just somewhere else. She felt like she wasn't worthy of the 70 grand a year. So she turned it down and blamed it on God. No, it's your own disbelief. It's your own lack of self-belief as to why you turned down the job. So yeah, there are people, it's not just, obviously this girl was black, but there are people who don't feel like they deserve nice things.
Like he's boring, he's exciting, to excuse our behavior. When the reality is, no, it's not that he's boring and he's exciting. It's just you can readily identify what he needs. It's he needs a mom. And I know how to do that. I grew up seeing that. I don't know.
Truth. The realest truth.
How to be a wife. I don't know how to be a girlfriend. I didn't grow up seeing that. And I think if we can move the needle away from, oh, these niggas, they'll let you fix them and then they go their own way, to we are choosing brokenness. So similar to Jada, it is in a way, because remember during the interview, she was like, I haven't felt good in a while. It feels good to fix somebody, especially as a woman, if you're an empath and all that good stuff. It feels good. It's fulfilling. It gives you purpose in life, right? So
the realest truth, this brother speaking.
I wish women understood that your power is in the type of masculinity you incentivize. And if you continue to fix men, you will continue to incentivize brokenness.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, if you continue to smoke weed, what is always going to be drug dealers? If drug dealers are always selling crack, there's always going to be crackheads. In order to get rid of the crackheads, just stop selling crack. What else are they going to do? Are they literally going to smoke rocks off the street? No. What are they going to start doing? Smoking chalk? What are they going to start doing when they chase the dragon? What are they going to use an alternative? What, curry powder? Stop the drug dealers and you stop the crackheads. It's as simple as that.
All I was going to say was, before you go on, I'm going to stutter.
That was a spirit. That was a spirit. I can't even say it. I can't even say it.
No, incentivize brokenness. Say it again, brother.
I can't remember it. That was a spirit.
But I mean, I can agree with you because I can say I've thought that way before, like wanting to be with somebody. And I'm not saying you choose them because they're broken.
It's subconscious.
Yeah, you don't.
It's subconscious.
Like, I want to help. I just want to help because I just want to help. I've been there before, and it's natural for us to.
Even Nadia told me. She says she knows someone who's, you know, a bit older than her. She said she likes a man that she can fix. Nadia literally. Now, obviously, at the time, Nadia didn't understand what that meant. Like, she didn't deep it like how I'm deeping it. But what I'm saying is, this individual that Nadia has known for quite a long time and that, years ago, maybe like 15 years ago, said, I like a man that I can fix. Obviously, it's only come to her recent times. Nadia, like, she's like, oh shit, you know what, this person said this. Yeah.
Be that way. And for me, the emotional detachment of it all. Because if I'm emotionally detached, I don't care. I don't care about you being broken, what you got going. I don't care. It's not
I had one girl I used to talk to back in the day. She told me, because we were talking about like, you know, her college life or whatever the case may be. And she told me, I don't know how it came up. She was like, I never actually dated men who went to the same school as me. I always dated the locals. And I was like, why? Can you explain that? She was like, Well, you know, with the men.
Now, an explanation for that could be, why she don't date men that she went to college or school with, and that is just so maybe, you know, if it goes bad, you know, you have to keep seeing that person again. Now, I was just playing devil advocate. I know it's not that. I know what it's going to be, what this guy's about to say, because this guy's spot on. Big him up still. Someone find out who his socials are, innit? Yeah, he needs following still.
He went to school with me. Let's say I'm going to take a test, right? And I'll be like, hey, babe, I'm going to take a test. He'd probably be like, yeah, babe, I got a test at 2:00. You want to study together or whatever the case may be. But with the drug dealer down the street, my little lawyer, my little Michelle Obama.
Validation.
The validation is out of this world. So the ego stroke of he needs me. I'm the best thing that happened to him is massive. Whereas with the other dude, if it doesn't work, maybe it was my fault. And most of our ego cannot handle that. So we will go where we're the big fish in a small pond. And I think that's why we keep incentivizing certain types of men.
Okay. We need to feel needed.
Yeah.
And like what we're doing.
Yeah.
It could be that he might be onto something. Me and this guy, we can definitely agree, obviously, you know, women need a man they can fix. They like a man that they can fix. It could be also they want to feel like a big fish in a small pond. I mean, it's easy to go for low-hanging fruit, you know. You stand a better chance, getting with some old fat, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah? As opposed to a straight up 10. It could be that. It could be just going for low-hanging fruit and trying to be, you know, the big fish in the small pond. I also believe, I think the women want to be providers for these men. You know, some people are going to listen to this and think, what do you mean a woman wants to be a provider and that? Yo, just look at all of the women that you know and the men that they date. Are the women the ones with the house? When I say house, like I said earlier, I'm not talking about, you know, mortgage or it doesn't matter. Paying rent, council, doesn't matter. Housing association, doesn't matter. Most of the women that you know, they're the ones that have the house and the man lives with them. That's not a coincidence. Now, unless, you know what, maybe it's a class thing. Because if you know a bunch of middle class people and that then upper class people, obviously more than likely it's going to be the man that has the house, but at least it's a joint ownership of the property. But if we start at the bottom, the bare basics, the commoner, if you look at common people that are on 30, 40 grand a year, I'd say most of them, it's probably the woman that has the house. Maybe 30, 40 grand a year. Maybe, I don't know. But if you look at the people right at the bottom, the most primitive people, the women are the ones that have the house.
Are you in that?
But that allows us to be belittled too.
Yeah,
and least respected. Because 100%. If you do help a man, you build a man, you have that to hold over him.
But that's what it goes. But it goes back to goes back to you don't feel like you deserve better.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, and this is what breaks my heart, especially in our community. Like, there are a lot of gorgeous women, intelligent women, but if you actually like search their hearts, they do not see themselves like that. They do not see themselves like that. And you'll see the men they end up with and be like, how the hell is that? But that's what she thinks she deserves.
Right.
She might be beautiful. She might be intelligent, but that's what she thinks she's deserved because that's who she sees on the inside.
And I think it goes back to with our culture, we're just now getting to a place where therapy is okay. Healing is okay. So you have all of these broken men and women running around seeking validation for that little girl or that little boy. So now you're finding value in, I add value to him and I'm his Michelle Obama. So now I feel validated. Whereas if, like myself, just found out at 39, I needed to heal and go on a healing journey. Now, a healed person has a different perspective than a broken man.
No, there's no way this woman is currently 39. She has to be like nearly 49.
Person. Right. So now that I'm healed, I'm not going to put up with certain things because I can see brokenness a mile away. I'm not going to put you down and you're not beneath me. But as somebody that has walked in healing and is walking in healing and pursuing healing, then I'm not going to just take anything because I now know who I am and I now know what I deserve.
These American women love talking about healing. I mean, you know what? Maybe it's just women that look like me. Because I can't remember, like, obviously I've made bare videos and that, but I've had like 1 or 2 videos where women have come underneath the video and be like, oh, you need healing. Bro, stop projecting, man. I don't need healing. I am moving forward and making progress. What healing do I fucking need? My life is getting better by the week. Yeah? Yeah? So why the fuck do I need healing? I'm on a progression, not a regression.
But I think it's a lot of broken men and women on both ends. So now you got 2 broken people trying to come together.
Right.
Which makes 2 broken people. 2 halves don't make a whole.
Right.
It makes 2 halves.
Right.
Would you say that's
So
just collectively with us, or you think that's a universal thing?
Our culture?
Yeah.
I say it's universal, but it's bigger with us because therapy was so cliche.
Gotcha.
Ain't nothing wrong with you, go pray.
Yeah,
right.
That's true. That's
You're not depressed.
Right.
You got molested, but it was swept under the rug.
Right.
So this trauma was never dealt with.
Right.
So now I'm an adult trying to deal with trauma from when I was 5 and got molested. And I feel like my body is I just give it away and I'm not worthy of anything. All the way from that 5-year-old little girl or little boy. You know what I'm saying? So now there's that unhealed trauma that is just into adults. So you got a lot of adults walk around just bumping into things broken.
Right.
And trying to seek validation in building a man.
Which makes the
or building a woman, because I have heard men say, I got with her because I felt like I can build her up and she won't cheat. Because she ain't, she's not a dime, but she's, she's not a penny either. So I'm going to get with her because it's easier. Because she can look up to me.
Yeah, do you see that? Do you see that there? That's low-hanging fruit. Remember I said earlier, low-hanging fruit?
And that I was scratching my head like, huh? And then he said, well, when I built her up, then she started acting like she was Beyonce and she cheated.
Oh, I should have fucking called it. I should have called it. He built her up and then she cheated.
Well, because that still goes back to she didn't know who she was. It has nothing to do with her looks. It has everything to do with what's inside.
Yeah. She still got that baked in.
Yeah, she still,
This is my issue with therapy, though, because I genuinely feel like the African diaspora, we all need psychotherapy. Like because I'm African, I'm Nigerian, right? So colonialism took a toll on us. Slavery took a toll on y'all. So I think there's a lot of passed down bullshit on both sides.
True. Definitely.
What I will say, though, I think unfortunately in our community, we are starting to celebrate what I call pop therapy.
Because I hate when people give me therapy speak. It is one thing to go into therapy and truly unpack your traumas and work on becoming a better version of you and actually living it out. But it's another thing to go to 2 sessions and then all of a sudden you're speaking like you're a therapist and you're talking about how everybody's wronged you, but you're still not taking accountability. Right. You're still not living out what you're doing.
It's creating narcissism.
Yeah, 100% narcissism.
Unfortunately, I will put that on women. I will say that I'm seeing that. No, you good. I'm seeing that more so with women because men are not super therapized. What I'm seeing happen is a lot of Black women are getting therapy, but they're not doing the work. They're just getting therapy to say, I've got therapy. So now I have permission to talk down to you, non-therapized person.
You think they're going to therapy
the work.
They're going to therapy to get their MD.
To get the badge.
Right, to get something to make it seem like, I'm a little bit
I'm working on me.
I'm healed because I went to therapy.
So it's pop therapy. And a lot of it, when you start investigating it does lead to that narcissism that I'm talking about, that talking down, looking down your nose, especially at men. Because the idea is, because I am more emotionally expressive, I am more emotionally intelligent. And the opposite is the case. A lot of women are emotionally expressive. I call them emotional exhibitionists. They'll cry, they'll laugh, they'll be sad. They might even be able to identify, I'm laughing, I'm sad, whatever the case may be. But as far as regulating it, as far as accurately identifying it and being like, oh, I'm not actually mad, I'm scared. They don't have that ability. And nobody's actually calling this out. We're just saying, oh, she's therapized and Jamal ain't. So she's a better person than Jamal.
Right, that's it for today, man. Stay wise, ton of good little videos still.